Hey everybody, it's the Moo Cow, and I thought I'd do another little trolling for stinkers. This one happens to be one that was from a couple weeks ago. I didn't have my camera phone then, so I wasn't able to capture it, but there were a couple of odd things that happened, so I thought I'd sort of do this retro version of Trolling for Stinkers here in Moo Cow Studios. So, I managed to get a number of different flicks. I went to a place called Bender's. Bender's is like a comic book and gaming store that's in Phoebus, but it's a whole lot more. They have all sorts of really cool stuff there. They have, like I said, all kinds of comics and games and all sorts of books and all kinds of movies and all kinds of collectibles. Lots of cool stuff, and it's been there for a long time. I mean, when I was first coming down here back in the mid-'80s, this place was pretty well established. So if you're looking for a place that has all kinds of cool gaming stuff and all kinds of cool comics and obviously all kinds of cool movies, check out Bender's in Phoebus. You'll like it. So anyway, I stopped by there and found a number of different stinkers. First one I got was Bamboo Saucer. Very strange kind of a movie. I had heard about it, but had never actually seen it. And yeah, it's kind of about a flying saucer built in China. Kind of a strange thing. So we're definitely going to check that out. I didn't see anybody in there that I recognized, so I don't know. We'll have to see what that is. Then I found this drive-in double feature from Sinister Cinema. Way cool. Including War of the Insects, which was actually a Japanese film, and it's also known as Genocide, and Mission Hydra. Not sure what that one is. Never heard of it before, but the Japanese one is one that I forget the name of the studio, but it's one of the older Japanese studios, and I don't believe that they actually did monster movies or horror movies in the past. That was basically Toho was doing this. But this is a movie from the late 60s, and I guess at the time the studio needed to produce something that was a little bit more forthcoming as far as money was concerned, so they went the route of the giant insects, and that's what this is. So we will definitely check this out. I'm really not sure about Mission Hydra. I know it's an Italian film, and that's about it. It looks like it was also known as Star Pilot. So we will see. Next, we got Blackwater Vampires, Pray for Dawn. So, Fear the Darkness, it says. So, I know something about this. This is apparently one of those found footage kind of films, and I guess that's about this group of folks who go and sort of search for rumors about these murders that are going on, and it turns out there's a vampire doing it, which really sucks. So, yeah, and this DVD looks like there's all kinds of behind-the-scenes kinds of stuff, and yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I didn't bring my glasses today, so unfortunately can't read the book, or I can't read the box, but we will check that out, give you a report. And then finally, I found The Tooth Fairy. So how can you pass up a movie about a tooth fairy floating around killing folks left and right? This one I don't know a whole lot about either, so we shall see what this is about. Looks like Chandra West and Lachlan Monroe. Oh, and PJ Souls, woohoo! Gotta love PJ Souls, so she's in there. So there you go. Sounds like quality. But the big surprise was I found a quality stinker from back in the day, at least back in the day for me. Oh yeah, Forbidden Zone. A very strange and odd movie that I remember seeing back in the 80s when it first came out in the State Theater in Newark near University of Delaware on Main Street. So I got to see this puppy when it first came out, and with music by Danny Elfman And Richard Elfman is actually the director, his brother. And I remember Hervé Villechaize is from Tattoo from Fantasy Island is in there. And there's like this flying head that flies around and just a whole bunch of really weird, strange, experimental kinds of stuff. So that's pretty sweet. I hadn't seen this in a long time. And as a matter of fact, I had been looking for this Stinkerama for quite some time, and I didn't even know that it was out on DVD, so that was a big, big surprise. Now, if that wasn't enough, I ended up getting an even bigger surprise when I actually bought the disc, because, I mean, I guess when you get these sort of things, sometimes people, what they do is that when they're selling their movies that they don't want anymore, and they have, like, say, a broken jewel box, they'll end up sticking, you know, a new one, you know, maybe transferring all of the box information over. But this one, it's only one disc, and they put it in a 3-disc box. And they stuck 2 other discs in there, I guess, to just fill up space. So what were the bonus discs? Well, they weren't Forbidden Zone, unfortunately, but that's fine. But I'll show you what I did get. Movie number 1, Pennies from Heaven. That is a 80s musical with Bernadette Peters and Steve Martin. I saw it a while ago. It's kind of, I'm not really a musical kind of guy, you know. I mean, if there were puppets and axe murderers and UFOs and you know, abominable snowmen and terrible costumes with zippers while the musical's going on, sure, I'd be all about that. But it wasn't, and, you know, it's kind of there. But here's the other one I got. Can you see that? It is a DVD recording of Disney's 1946 incredibly racist Song of the South, which you can't get anywhere else because they won't release it. They won't sell it anymore because it was so damn racist. It's one of those, oh, the slaves were just so happy being enslaved back in the day. Yeah, right. Oh my God. So, I mean, this is like the last thing I would have expected. So, yeah, which just goes to show when you go trolling for stinkers, you never know what you're gonna find. So, I wanted to share this with you guys because I thought it would be pretty cool. And, I guarantee you we are going to be doing Forbidden Zone in Season 2 of Indie Film Cafe because it rocks, and I can't wait to see the reaction of Mr. Moody and Just Jen, not to say least of Continuity Monkey. He's just going to explode. So, yeah, that should be a lot of fun. Anyhow, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. No music this time because I'm not in the cowmobile. So, anyway, next time, come check us out and for Trolling for Stinkers, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye.